And we're alive. And my mouth is going to be all funny today. I can't feel this side of my face. All right, here. You can see we had the root canal done. So this is going to be an off day for me because mouth not working. Mouth not working. So, and I knew it would be a heavy distraction with anything that I tried to do. So we're just going to have fun tonight. First, we want to offer up a quick prayer to Dave Kranik. I haven't heard any news yet, but hopefully his nephew will be up and will let us know sometime if there is any news. So, Heavenly Father, Abba, we just ask your continued prayer and angels around Dave Kranik. Let him have a speedy recovery. Let there be no complications. Give his doctors wisdom beyond compare, beyond any natural ability. Give it a supernatural insight into what's going on with Dave, and let him recover quickly from this stroke, and let him be well in all things. Let it be a speedy recovery. We know he's strong, Lord, but there's nothing like almighty strength to help you out. So we just say, that you said by his stripes we are healed. So we command in your holy name, Lord God, a healing upon Dave Kranik. In Jesus' name, amen. Oh, hey, Lawrence. Hey, Shell. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. So, hey, Jason's there. Jason's.
Am I there?
How you doing?
I'm doing good, Pam.
What you up to tonight?
You've got a face to the name now.
Right. And
I've been doing good. I've actually been having heart problems.
Oh no.
A lot of stress. I've been trying to stay away from social a lot.
Yeah.
But
I understand.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
The nature of the beast.
Yeah. So,
how have you been?
Except for the root canal today, which is my mouth feel funny. Yeah.
Yeah, I've had them too.
Yeah. So, yeah, I got a ride there from my neighbor. So that was nice. Ride back. I got the gas, so I got to be floaty in the room while it happened.
Awesome.
I will be right back. You're going to carry the stream for me for a second. Surprise. Hush, Sam. Hush. Oh, just in time. Hi. Yeah, you too. Oh, sorry. I'm right in the middle of a live stream. You just caught it at the beginning, so it's good timing. I'll be right back, everybody. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
I'm trying to chat with you guys. I'm just trying to figure it out on my phone.
I have my bourbon. So survival is here. Yeah, everybody. This is Jason.
I'm not. Excuse me, Pam. I'm not able to chat with the people in your stream. So.
Oh, right. I have to put them up. So survival says, "Hey guys, I just got home from work. What's going on here?" Different Gnome says that was quick to get responsibility. So Taylor, no, we haven't gotten any news on Dave yet. And we offered up a quick prayer at the beginning. So yeah, I'll let you know as soon as I hear anything. And then Tony 915 is in the house as well and says hello.
Hello, Tony.
Yeah, I didn't realize you had such a nice Southern drawl. Where'd you get that drawl?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Southeastern Appalachian, hon.
Oh, right on, right on.
The Cumberland Gap area, more or less. I've got Cherokee and Irish, Scottish accent, or this ancestors. So
Yep,
that's
yep.
basically where it comes from, is the Appalachian area.
Right on, right on. Yeah, my mom grew up. Her family is mainly from Georgia, and oh, what's the little town's name? I can't think.
Marietta?
Well, it was up. It was up north along the coast, and her father was the town doctor there, and he often got paid in chickens. So, or grandfather. So, yeah. Yeah, had a little doctor's office in their house and everything like that. So if I think of it, but then later my grandmother moved down to Thomasville, so right by the Florida border there. And so every once in a while, if I want to, I can bring out my drawl.
It's something that nobody else has.
Right?
They can make fun of us for having it, but you know what? We're unique.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's linguists have studied this thing, and that Southern drawl is actually closer to the original British accent than the accent that they have now. And when a lot of people have come over from Britain, they ask my mother if she's from there, because she's still got a slight accent. And she's like, nope, born and raised in Georgia, Georgia Peach.
Georgia Peach. Oh, I love the Southern belles. I love them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's nothing like a Southern woman anyways.
Right. Yeah. I was born and raised in Missouri, and they call it a combination of Northern charm and Southern efficiency. Which is like the worst of both worlds.
So what do you think about them pushing the vaccine right now?
Oh.
I know you've spoken to it at length, but watching Cuomo today on CNN talking to Wolf Blitzer about how he done such a great job with COVID and his response to it kind of made me want to, throw up in my mouth constantly.
Yeah, or punch the TV.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's two different vaccines, and the Pfizer vaccine only masks the symptoms. You can still get COVID from it. And the Moderna vaccine is a two-stage vaccine, and that's the one that they actually need the crash cart for. But even still, people are having, horrible, horrible reactions to these vaccines at such a great number. I mean, it's not like the smallpox vaccine, which I think killed like 30 to 40% of the people who took it.
Oh, yeah.
Which was, just horrible. I didn't know that and found that out, last night. And I was like, oh my gosh, so there have been worse vaccines. But the thing that I don't understand is, if you get the vaccine, why do we still need to have lockdowns? That was supposed to be to open up the country again.
You don't. It's just like with the mask. It's just a way to submit us. It's sad that our countrymen have basically just submitted to authoritarian, or I can't ever say that word.
Authoritarianism.
Thank you, Pam. Yeah, that I mean, it's sad. I mean, we are supposed to be the country that's the shining light in the world when it comes to liberty and freedom, and now we're just getting all scared.
Yeah.
And also, I'm gonna say this really quick. Also, hearing people on the right and the left talk about martial law, I'm getting sick of that. And let me explain why. If the president implements martial law, he has no more control over the Constitution. He has no more authority over the United States. It's the general's job then.
Right.
So that would become scary. He needs to implement if he implements anything, the Insurrection Act would be the best bet to go with.
Right. So Tony says, trust the science, Dr. Fauci. Yeah, no, Dr. Fauci is partly
Science,
to blame for this.
yeah, science changes from day to day.
Right?
One day it's doing what it's supposed to, and then the next, like with the masks, when Dr. Fauci said masks work, 6 months later, science says mask doesn't work. So
Yeah.
you know, if science changes on the daily, then you can't really trust it all the time.
Well, that's what people don't realize about science is that, it's always evolving. It's not like, this whole idea of settled science is just absolute BS. You got to wait at least 100 years or more for it to be settled science.
At least.
So, yeah. Different Gnome said, did you see that there's a second, where the second strain comes in? There was already a second strain identified. There was the Chinese strain on the West Coast and then the Italian strain on the right coast.
Well, different Gnome, I'm going to break it to you. 9 months ago, it mutated.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to mutate. That's what viruses do. But at the same time, it's not as bad as people's letting it on to be. It's not as deadly.
No.
They're using it as a fear tactic.
Yeah.
They're taking it right out of the playbook of the USSR.
Oh yeah.
Except the CCP is actually using the playbook of the USSR to subvert, Americans.
Yeah, yeah, and I don't understand why, as you said, why we're so scared. I mean, we've been through such worse things, and nobody had a problem with it. We kept life going, everything like that, and yeah, it's. Well, and Taylor says it's not that the virus is deadly; it's that it'll be the push for the vaccine. Yeah, and they're saying, oh, hospitals will be overwhelmed. No, hospitals have never been overwhelmed. They brought in the Mercy ship. They brought in the ship Comfort. Neither of them were used. And so, why did you mod Greg? Huh? What's going on? I don't know what's going on. But anyway, Taylor says, I completely agree that it's a scare tactic to make the country submit to the government. Yeah.
100%.
And so, it's
one of the strongest motivators against people, especially that are free, is fear. Look what happened to our policy after 9/11. Right. We gave up so many rights. And now we've got this COVID situation, and what are we how much liberty are we willing to give up?
Yeah. I mean, they've already attacked the First Amendment so hard, and they came after coming after the Second, and they want to make the Constitution, Swiss cheese, and yeah, it's frustrating. So, Samantha made a mistake. So, phone in her pocket. Yeah, I've done that before, calling people, and they're like, "You called me earlier," and I was like, "No, I didn't." And they're like, "No, you did."
Samantha.
You just didn't talk. I was like, "Oh, that was a pocket dial." So, oh my goodness.
I hate when that happens to me.
Yeah, but I don't understand why people are so terrified and willing to submit. It's like, what happened?
I can answer that, Pam.
Yeah, please do.
Just like Adolf Hitler said, if you keep telling a lie enough, it becomes truth eventually.
Right.
So what has the mainstream media been doing for the last 4 years? Russia.
Right.
So it started making the sheep will believe Russia. When in reality, the whole time it was the CCP. It probably was part of Russia too, and Iran. Everybody wants to attack America, but you know when the
chaos, they don't have an agenda really, you know. And it was a server farm, some $100,000 in Facebook ads. I'm like, that's not going to swing an election. Sorry. And that's the kind of interference that we do in other countries all the time. I mean, if you don't think that we're not running propaganda on China, on North Korea, we certainly are. So countries do this all the time. It's no big deal.
You're making a great point. We use the same tactics that are being used against us in third world countries all the time.
Oh yeah, and we started it, back in World War II, dropping pamphlets, things like that. And so it's the normal, natural cycle of things. But because people are hearing about it for the first time, they think it's never happened before, and it's like, oh, so
it's happened a lot. Yeah. It's just also, social media doesn't help it at all.
No.
It spreads propaganda that it doesn't even know that's propaganda. It just spreads it because it gets a lot of likes and a lot of clicks.
Yep.
And that's what they need to do away with C-230, the Decency Act of 1996. That needs to go.
No,
they need to revise it.
It needs to be enforced, is what it is. Because, and I've talked about this before, Section 230 actually protects the little guys that are coming up. Because
yes, it does.
Facebook and Google and those guys have as many lawyers as they need to defend them against any liability cases. And it's the little guys like Parler. If they took away Section 230, they'd be brigaded tomorrow by people wanting to get Parler shut down. And Parler doesn't have the money, doesn't have the lawyers. And so they just get destroyed in a heartbeat. So, what we need to do is we need to enforce it, not repeal it. And Trump is wrong on that. And so, it's rough times. It's rough times. So you're going to be in D.C. on the 6th?
I wished I could. I've got to take care of my mother. She fell and actually broke her arm in 3 places. Had to have 3 plates, 26 screws.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she's got osteoporosis too with autoimmune disease. So plus I've got a 90-year-old grandma I've got to look after, and I try to be the good guy in the family.
Yeah. Bless your heart for doing that. Yeah.
Well, that's a Christian in me,
Right. Well, I'm taking out
the Southern Baptist, I should say.
Right. Well, Southern Baptists are the ones that know that Jesus grew up next door.
Yes, ma'am.
So I've got my 90-something-year-old neighbor with Alzheimer's. We're going to go out to Ace, our local Ace, and go shopping because they have a kitchen store now. So I'm taking her out for the first time she's been out on the town in months, except for doctor's visits and stuff like that. So it'll be fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So Dakota Shea says it needs to be changed so they can't classify social media as publishers. Well, no, I think that's the problem, is that some social media platforms have become publishers, like Facebook. I mean, they absolutely, Twitter, to be sure, Google as well, because they keep sticking these labels on people's videos and stuff. So, it's just that it needs to be enforced on these guys that are now acting like publishers instead of platforms, and leave the people who are actually platforms alone. So,
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong on the C-230 Decency Act of 96. Does it not state that they cannot be held liable for anything that is on their platform, correct?
Right, because it's a third party that's taking the action, not them. But
as long as they only acted as a neutral public forum, right, instead of a publisher.
Exactly.
Right, okay.
You got it.
Just making sure I had that on.
Yeah. So Real Greg Kelly's in the house. He says, make sure, I mean, that Phoenix Social Network would be buried if, you know, they didn't have the Section 230 protections. And so Real Greg Kelly show says, make sure you go to Phoenix and listen to my new Phoenix Social Network ad. Trust me, you'll get a good laugh. That sounds like fun. So
Greg seems very cool. I've
yeah,
watched
yeah,
him. I've watched him on a few streams, and he's very intelligent. He knows what he's talking about.
Very intelligent, very into the word. You know, very up on political stuff. I mean, I'm glad he's on the scene, and I'm glad he's part of the fam. So
he knows his shit.
He does indeed, and watch your mouth.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse my language.
It's okay. It's okay. Both my parents were sailors, so I used to swear like one.
The ironic thing is I don't curse. I don't know why I said that. Well, I'm glad I got spanked down. I deserve that.
It's all good. It's all good.
No, it's cool.
Yeah, Tony says, Fascist Tube, we will all be on another platform too. The censorship is getting bad. Yeah, like I couldn't even find Styx's video today. You know, he usually does 3 videos every day. And the only one, yeah. So yeah, I got absolutely no announcements for his videos today.
I'm still actually getting all 3 of his political commentary, and I'm getting a video now where he's cooking.
Yeah,
he's got like a cooking show. I love that.
Yeah, and he's a good cook. So
he's a very intelligent human being too.
Yeah.
He needs to drop that 666 though.
Oh, well, it's to chase off the, you know, he had it on there from back in the 90s when there was the whole satanic panic and stuff like that.
Right.
And it's to chase away people who aren't open-minded and who are too, you know, Bible thumpery, if I can say that. you know, because there's one thing about being in the Word, and then there's another thing about being in the Word so much that you just, you scream like the people from, horror movies going, ah! You know, it's like, calm down a little bit, you know? So.
But, you know, as American citizens, we believe in not persecuting people on religious beliefs, whether it's Satanism, Hinduism, Islam, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
This is one country you should not be persecuted against based on your religious beliefs.
Absolutely.
No matter.
No matter what, you know, and I know plenty of Satanists who have converted to Christianity going, I get it now, you know. So it allows people to grow and change. It allows for the Christian value of forgiveness, you know, that kind of thing. And so, yeah. Yeah. Pam's dog in the background all laid out. Yeah. He's doing his Superman pose. So, oh my goodness. Well, you want to get into a little fun here?
We can.
Okay, so I've got the villains test pulled up, the murderous villains test, and this is from. It's got 45 questions. I wonder if we could do a different. Yeah, that one may be too long, but I heard about some. You can end up. Hold on, I'll be right back. Samson, no bark. Good boy. So yeah, you can end up as Goering, Hitler, Speer, Hess, Joachim von Ribbentrop, who I don't even know, Stalin, Putin, Lenin, Mao Zedong, Che Guevara, Osama bin Laden. So I thought this might be a fun thing to do. What do you think?
Are we putting the names with the countries?
Oh no, it's you answer questions and you see which villain you are. So All right.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So the first question is, people are generally oversensitive and tend to make big fusses over things that don't really matter. Agree or disagree?
That's a strong agree.
Yeah, I would tend to say that too. So I'd rather spend 3 days on a private island with my best friend or 5 promising new acquaintances.
Mm. What would you say? I've already got one picked.
5 promising new acquaintances. I mean, it's only 3 days.
Oh, is it only 3 days?
Yeah, it's not like 30 days.
Oh, yeah. If it was more than okay, yeah. Definitely my best friend.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards. I don't know.
Because if it was more than 3 days, if it was say a month, you would want different people instead of just one. You'd want more than one.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's just my opinion. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. We'll do that and we'll see what we get. So, I went back instead of forward. Which is more true of you? I am oriented towards closure and I push to get things settled and decided. Or I wait to see so that I am adaptable and free. It keeps my options open. Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Read the first one more time. Because I can't see it on my phone.
Yeah. I am oriented towards closure and I push to get things settled and decided. Or I wait and see so that I am adaptable and free. I keep my options open.
The second one should be it, because of the first one kind of comes off as, you're just, I don't know, like a very straightforward kind of, I don't know the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, I'm split down the middle because there's some things that I want closure on and things get settled and decided. I like to have, like, because of my chronic illness, I need to have things set so that I know what I need to do in preparation for it. But on the other hand, I do also like to be adaptable and free, So, but we'll go with your answer. And
okay, you take the next 3.
Okay, all right. But I'm also split down the middle on this. I'm an early bird or I'm a night owl. I can do either one.
Oh, that's do we have a quarter to flip?
Right?
Because it's either way. Early bird. Is that what this says?
Yeah, either an early bird or a night owl.
Being an early bird, it's like it's a strange question because people work graveyard and stuff, and
yeah.
I don't know. I would go right where you're at, but this is yours. Even night owl. I'm actually a night owl.
Okay.
But you pick it. You pick it.
I'm
good with either one.
Lately, I've been a night owl. I do like being an early bird, though, so let's go with that.
Good.
Some people are simply more worthy than others. Well, yes.
Hang on. What's the second one say?
Disagree. You either agree or disagree. Some people are more worthy than others.
Well, if you look at it like that, that would be in what context,
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah, I know. It's like, gosh. I love these questions.
No matter what. So
these questions make you think. That's what's great about them. But this is yours. And so is the next one. Okay. Well, they're all yours. But I'll just give my 2 cents and let you pick it.
Well, I say agree because, some people are more worthy of the presidency than others.
It's true.
So
That works.
all right. So which is more true of you? I am a good listener, and I'm definitely at my best when I'm allowed to speak up and spar with others. Or the other one is, while I'm a good listener, I'm definitely at my best when I'm allowed to collect myself and concentrate on what I want to say. I like sparring.
That was me.
Okay.
The
Good.
first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. I'm a fighter.
Yep. All right.
Because
So
because in order to think, we have to be afraid of
Yep.
getting hurt. So
Yep.
Dr. Jordan Peterson, I love him.
Right. oh, I need to go to the chat for a second here.
Sure.
I want to have a Jordan Peterson book club.
Oh, awesome.
I'm thinking of doing it on Friday nights, do a live stream and do a Jordan Peterson book club. What do people think about that? Put a 1 in the chat if you're down for that. Oh, we got a 1 from Survival. So Friday night, Jordan Peterson book club. 1 from Samantha. She says she loves Jordan Peterson. That's good.
I'm definitely down.
Different Gnome says 1, but I already read it. Yeah, but he's got his new book coming out too.
Yes, he does.
Oh, I gotta mute this. Different Gnome or Taylor Muncie said 1. Are you reading it to us? Yeah, we'll go through. Or we can, either way, either we can read it and, go over it together or pick out sections. So, yeah, if you guys want me to read it, yeah, he's got a new book, 12 More Rules for Life Beyond Chaos, I think it is.
That's it.
Yep. So
if I'm not mistaken, Pam, he wrote that when he was in Russia getting treatment for his clonazepam addiction.
Well, it wasn't an addiction; it was a dependence. And
I'm sorry, you're right. You're right.
And he developed an allergy to it once he tried to taper off and go back on it again, because he's got a condition where you move too much and you have a hard time sitting still. Which may be, damage from the drug itself. But I've had that before, where I've come off a medication and then had to go back on it, but then had an allergic reaction when I went back on it. And so, yeah, and then he had pneumonia and nearly died. I mean, he's been through hell. So
yeah, and his wife almost passed.
Yeah. And then she had a complication. Joanne said, don't really read much. So I guess, yeah, I can read it to you all and we can go over it together. So, the dad of all sons, yes, has some more rules. Yep. Lawrence says 1. All right, great. I think that's enough 1s in the chat. We will do, because I think, this week is when the Vlogmas ends. So Friday night, same time. I'm going to be keeping up these streams, but we'll dedicate Friday night to Jordan Peterson.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you. I almost forgot about that. Okay. So back to the quiz. Question 7. You tend to be what people expect of you because you want to be liked. Yes or no?
Wow. I feel like I'm taking a psychology course again.
Right?
The next question will probably say, write a eulogy about yourself.
Yeah, right.
I would read that one more time, Pam, please.
You tend to be what people expect you to be because you want to be liked.
That I'm a yes on that. You're probably, I'm gonna assume, probably a no.
Yeah, I'm a no.
I knew you would be, but I'm a people pleaser.
Okay.
That's just me. But you pick what you want. on
All
that
right.
one.
We'll go with no on that one just to see, because yeah, I don't mind people not liking me. Sometimes you keep old plane and movie tickets as memorabilia. I used to.
I used to keep concert T-shirts.
Right. So, but do you do it anymore?
No.
Okay. So, do you ignore when someone cuts in front of you in line?
Oh gosh, yes. That doesn't bother me.
It
But I don't know about you. I mean, does it bother you?
depends. If it's in traffic, I don't mind. If it's somebody who's got one item who's cutting through in the 20 item line, I don't mind. But if it's like, somebody just barging in the line, I'll speak up. But normally I ignore it. It's no big deal to me. It annoys me when people are overly specific and exact or overly vague and speculative.
Overly vague and speculative.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yep. I'm with you on that one. In general, I think that more of society's wealth should be taxed from the rich and redistributed to the poor.
Gosh, that's starting to get tougher as we go along. I don't believe in it.
Neither do I.
Because everyone has the same opportunity in 2020. If you want to be a billionaire, work 20 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you'll become Mark Cuban in a few years.
Well, or Tim Pool, that man's work ethic is amazing.
Yeah, he really works hard.
Yeah, he puts in the hours and it makes a difference. So, which statement do you agree with more? I am generally pretty sensitive to all the various music, noise, and advertising images that are invariably thrown in my face over the course of a normal day. I wish public life was less tangled up in all those stimuli. Or, I don't really like all of the music, noise, and advertising images that are thrown in my face over the course of a normal day. But then again, who does? It's not something worth getting upset over.
Yeah, that sounds like the top one.
Yeah, same here. Especially being migraine sensitive, it's like, get rid of that noise, please.
Right.
So, philosophy is kind of pointless and has largely been rendered obsolete by modern science. Agree or disagree?
Disagree.
Thank you. All right. Which is more true of you? Sometimes things aren't really true for me until I've read them in a book, or sometimes things aren't really true for me until I've experienced them myself.
Definitely the second one.
Yep.
I'm the type that I have to experience it in life.
Yeah. There are a lot of things that I didn't think were true until I actually experienced them. So
that's what's wrong with a lot of people. They don't have street smarts. They got a lot of book smarts, but no street smarts.
Exactly. So sometimes I worry that people won't give me my fair share of recognition and credit for the work I contribute. Yes, people tend to claim credit for the work that isn't theirs, so I have to be on my guard. Or no, as long as we're all happy, who cares?
You can answer that one for both of us.
Okay, no, as long as we're all happy, who cares? I've done a lot of things where other people have gotten credit for my work, and it's fine. Sometimes they did a better job with my idea than I could have. So.
You got it.
All right. Which is more true of you? Although I enjoy seeing friends one-on-one, I find it more stimulating to hang out with several people at once. I love the give and take when multiple people join in. Or, although I enjoy the liveliness of a group setting, I tend to seek out one-on-one conversation and often end up in one even within a group.
Yeah, I'm definitely the second one, but I'm also the first one. which is kind of strange.
Yeah.
That I can be both. So I'm going to be at an impasse on that one. So you can pick for both of us on that one too.
Okay.
Because either one would be good for me.
Right. So I love the give and take when multiple people join in. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
So we'll go with the first one. All right. Which is more true of you? I've been known to let administrative things like insurance and tax returns fall through the cracks, or I am somewhat compulsive about staying on top of administrative things like insurance and tax returns. That's
Like
for you.
That's like a question about integrity. It sounds like. I mean, it would definitely be the second one.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. Which is more true of you? I usually have a good idea about what items of clothing are fashionable. I don't necessarily follow the fashion myself, but I have a knack for spotting the trends. Or I hardly have any ideas about what items of clothing are fashionable, and I often feel awkward when people comment on my attire, even if the comments are positive.
I want to know your opinion on that one. I was already sold when you got through reading on which one I'm going for.
I don't care. I like to go for fashion that is kind of timeless, I don't necessarily go for what's trendy. So, but I don't feel awkward when people comment on my attire. So,
It's like you can't go wrong with either answer.
right.
But the one I was leaning toward was probably the second one. And if you could read the first one back really fast, because I know we're taking a little bit of time on this.
Oh, it's all right. I usually have a good idea about what items of clothing are fashionable. I don't necessarily follow the fashion myself, but have a knack for spotting the trends.
Oh, I would definitely be the first one. Oh my goodness.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking.
I would rather read a book about philosophy or a book about sports.
Uh-oh.
I know my answer on that one.
Yeah, go ahead and mark philosophy.
Yep. I love spending my weekend nights at parties and in bars or clubs. Oh.
That's a strange question.
Yeah.
There's not an option C, is there?
No.
When I was younger, yes, I like to spend a lot of time in bars, and when I was in my 20s,
right.
Which I'm 42 now, so that lifestyle isn't a part of me anymore. So
yeah, I'm with you. Disagree. My mood changes frequently and rapidly.
ooh, where we're both doing this, it's kind of strange. Well, but I'd say both of our answer would probably be yes, possibly, because mine does, because I deal with a lot of issues that has to do with social anxiety, bipolar depression.
Oh wow.
So I've got a lot of problems.
I mean, my mood changes a lot through the days, but like I usually have an undercurrent, but we'll put yes for that one.
Okay.
Because it can change rapidly for me. When a friend or acquaintance ignores me at a party, it bothers me and I think about it the next day, or I feel it's their loss and move on.
I'm not the grudge kind of holding person, I don't hold grudges.
Okay.
But you can voice your opinion on this one.
It does bother me, and I do think about it the next day. But I also feel like it's their loss and move on. It's.
That's a good way to look at it, man.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, so I'm stuck on the middle on that one. So we'll just go with the second one.
That'll work.
All right. In social situations, I'm probably closer to being too critical of other people or too kind towards other people.
Oh, I know what my answer is.
Oh, wow. Too kind?
Oh yeah, I'm always too kind. Yeah, I'll let people also run over me all the time.
Well,
I'm
I don't
just,
even know
I'm
what too kind
I'm,
means.
go ahead.
Oh, I don't even know what too kind means. You know?
I'll put it to you this way. I'm too good-hearted.
Okay.
Uh, people like to take my kindness for weakness.
Yeah.
And that's not cool. I've lost a lot of good friends over that, but it is what it is.
Right. All right. So which is more true of you? When I sit down to think about the ideas of others, I often find myself improving on them in novel and unexpected ways. Or when I sit down and think about the ideas of others, I find that they do not make as much sense as my own ideas.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
No, the second one sounds,
Yeah.
is the right word I'm looking for condescending? I mean,
It may be condescending, but
it kind of comes off like that. Um, um, you can go, you can pick it. It doesn't matter which one
okay.
for me. So you can pick that one and stuff.
Well, I can do the first one too because I do improve on other people's ideas. Like I can go, "Ooh, yeah, that's great," and then we could do this, this, and this.
Right.
And they haven't thought of that. But sometimes I look at other people's ideas and I'm like, why? I don't know. How about we go with the first one?
You got pumpkin. Where is she?
I don't know. You find her?
Puggy, you ready to eat?
Yeah, they both come off as egotistical, Samantha. So I don't know which one. Yeah, I don't know which one to pick.
Go with the second one.
Okay, second one. There we go. All right. So when solving a problem, I prefer to steer directly towards accomplishing the goal and bringing the task to completion, or keep my options open. Maybe something unexpected will come along. We were really already asked this, but this is solving problems.
Yeah, you would definitely go with the first one.
Yeah. All right. In resolving conflicts, which approach do you more often find yourself taking? A principled approach based on justice and logic, a compassionate approach based on empathy and understanding? Oh, that's easy for me.
Go ahead and get it.
Justice and logic. I have with the amount of pain that I've been through, empathy and understanding is tougher for me these days. So I fall back on principles, because it's like, I don't know. And a lot of times I want people to toughen up. All right. I would rather discover a new species of flower, of plant, or flower or animal, or discover a new scientific concept.
Gosh, that's man, they're good. I feel like I mean, seriously, I think I'm taking an SAT test or something.
Right. Well, there's no right answer.
Right. There's no right or wrong answer with that. I mean, I'm definitely. I would always go with the first one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I would.
Huh. I'd go with the second one.
You like the scientific part, don't you?
Well, no, it's that because they're both scientific discoveries. It's that the concept.
Their species. My goodness. Brain fart.
Oh,
Yeah, you're right. The second one.
okay. Most people really want to help others. I disagree on that one.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
I have. So you're not pessimist, are you?
Well, no, but I've seen it too often where, I'm the one to stop and help, and somebody will say, I've tried to flag down 6 cars and nobody stopped.
Every time I've saw someone broke down on the road, I've stopped. Every time, even if it's a car wreck.
This is what other people would do, not
Right.
what you would do.
Gotcha.
So, do you think other people would stop?
I have faith in humanity. You got to remember, I live in the Bible Belt.
Oh, that's true. That's true. So,
Everybody stops.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, in this country, we definitely do. In China, they definitely don't.
No, they tear your house down, and yeah.
Well, it's too often it's a scam. So, they've cut out the compassion of for the stranger, the Good Samaritan. They don't have that concept in their society, but we do. So, which is more true of you? I have a high activity level and live a diverse and varied life, or I have a somewhat lower activity level, but knowing this, I concentrate my activities around the things that really matter to me. That's an easy one for me.
Yeah, go ahead and click it.
Second one, yeah.
Yeah.
I only have so many spoons I can use in a day. So I often think to myself that people overcomplicate things. The world isn't that complicated, or that people oversimplify things, have a little more nuance.
It's like every one of these, there's not a right or wrong answer.
Yep.
It just basically is telling you, it's going to tell us what kind of person we are, I'm assuming.
Well, no, it's what kind of villain we are. That's the fun part.
Oh, awesome.
So
I'm going to go with the first one.
Oh, I think that really that.
No, I'm just kidding, man.
Oh, good God, you had me for a second there.
Oh no, I'm not like that.
All right. So, whose genius would you rather have, Shakespeare or Einstein?
Gosh, that is a good one. That is actually a good one.
Right?
Because they've actually, I think, man, gosh.
I'll let you pick this one because either one is good for me.
Well.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. We've got Dave Kranik is in the house, and I didn't see that.
Awesome.
Well, it's not Dave, it's Blake.
Blake, I'm sorry.
Uncle had surgery this morning and is up and aware of what is going on. Fantastic. He's doing well in the ICU. He is very cranky. His speech is slurred, but understandable, and a bad headache. Well, that will correct itself quickly. So Blake says, no problem. They haven't said anything. Doc Lev told us he is doing better than what he thought he was going to do. Unc and Grandma had a yelling match, so I think he's on the mend.
If he's yelling, he's on the mend, yeah.
Yeah. So, Blake, thank you very much with the news. I didn't see it until it came up in my other I'm watching the chat and trying to do this, and the test has to be full screen for me to click things. But thank you so much for coming in. Those are prayers answered. Hallelujah. And
Amen.
hopefully he will be on the mend even more so soon. So yeah, Blake does have a good sense of humor. So thank you so much for keeping us informed. I really appreciate it.
If you want to check some of your super chat or your chats, I mean, go ahead if you want to.
Oh, people are answering the different, they're following along with us.
Oh, okay, cool.
Uh-oh, doggy. Samson! Get down from there. Yeah, no more bark. No more bark. Yeah, and Blake, if you want to let him know that we've all been praying for him, just to let him know that you let us know, and we're really glad he's on the mend. That we really appreciate it. So, Dave's a very cherished member of the audience here. So,
Yes, he is.
Samantha P says that sounds like him. All right, glad to hear he has all the fight still in him.
Oh, that fight ain't going nowhere with Dave.
Right?
He'll always have that.
Yeah. Survival says 2020 just won't stop. I know. We've only got what, 9 more days, 10 more days of it left. So hang on, gird your loins. But Blake, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Oh, we got another. Oh, come on, catch up. There we go. Blake says, have a great evening. I need to take a shower and get ready for dinner. I'll keep you in the loop. Fantastic. Yes. Unc wants his computer, but Doc said it's not until he's out of the ICU. He knows that we're praying. Oh, good. I'm so glad. So, yeah, a born fighter he is. And yeah, I know they won't let computers into the ICU, but yeah, keep us posted. We're so happy.
Thoughts and prayers for Dave and everyone.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for being there and what you're doing, Blake. We really appreciate it. So yeah, you go take a shower, have a good dinner, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. So Samantha P says, like they say, wait till 2020 turns to 2021 and starts drinking. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, I love it. All right. So that makes me feel a lot better. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God.
Yes.
All praise be to him above. So that was a good question for me to flip over because, yeah. Blake says, I'm ready for 2020 to be over. Allie won't leave him alone with grandma, so no fighting. Good, because he needs to be low stress right now. Let that man recover. So, keep grandma back at the ranch and Allie can be, at the hospital. Yeah, prayers, blessings, and support for Blake. So yeah, see you later. Have a good night.
Have a good night, Blake.
Yeah. Oh, that was Blake. So
yeah, I said Blake.
Oh, I thought you said Dave.
It's all good.
Yeah, my hearing's off. So
Jesus answered our prayers.
Yes, absolutely. So question 31, Shakespeare or Einstein? Which would you rather have the genius of?
Definitely Shakespeare.
Okay.
But that's just me.
Right.
Because Einstein, I look at it like this: Einstein's theories can be disproven. Shakespeare's work is exactly what it is. It's plays.
It's plays, it's poems, and yeah, I mean, what I love is that Shakespeare wrote about power, and he got it right. So,
Hmm.
all right. So if you could choose to magically learn a language, which would you choose? Would you make it a major world language or a dead language like Latin or ancient Greek?
Ooh, I know where I would do, but you go ahead and go with this one.
No, you go, because I can't decide on.
Well, okay. Well, I would definitely want to learn Greek
Ah,
because that was the language that translated the Old Testament.
yep, yep.
So, and Latin, but honestly, I would like to learn Arabic or Aramaic.
Aramaic's a good one. Yeah. So yeah, we'll go with a dead language.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun. And I took Latin first. I took Latin in junior high school and part of high school.
Wow.
So yeah, that was my choice. All right. Are you better at improvising or planning ahead?
Oh goodness. I know. I bet you're good at planning ahead, right?
I'm good on my feet.
That I'm good at improvising.
All
I
right.
mean, we're both like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So,
I
um,
can't plan nothing. I'm spontaneous. If I'm gonna go do something, I just get up and do it. If you was to say, Jason, come see me, I'm only 8 hours away, I would go fill up the car and come see you.
right, right. Yeah, no, I learned my planning ahead later in life because I had to.
Right.
The spontaneous side is really where I'm my strongest, though. Um, Dealing with people can be unpleasant, but people themselves can never be awful or horrible. Agree or disagree?
Ooh, you know that answer.
I
You
think
got
you're going to say agree.
you got your cursor on it.
Huh? No, my
I
cursor's
can't.
down below.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Read that one more time for me, please.
Dealing with people can be unpleasant, but people themselves can never be awful or horrible.
Agree.
See, I disagree on that one.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Uh, Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Let's see what it does to us.
Right, right. If a sign says no smoking, part of me would be tempted to pull out my e-cigarette and start vaping. Or only a childish mind would even consider vaping.
I've always hated that non-smoking implement in certain areas.
Yep. So the first one,
Yeah, you know my answer on that.
good. I would rather be familiar and conversant with all manners of different ideas or pursue a select few ideas or interests until I feel that I have mastered them all the way from top to bottom.
Sounds like
See,
the second one, describing a perfectionist.
right, right.
That I am not.
All right. Jack of all trades. Me too. All right. The world would be a better place if people were just a little kinder or people were just a little more logical.
Oh, the logical.
Okay.
I don't think the kinder. I mean, that's just people can be kind anytime they want, but being logical, you can apply that to being kind.
Yeah. Yeah. Good point. Your neighbor is playing music that's way too loud and you need quiet to prepare for tomorrow. So do you knock on his door and ask him to turn it down? Simple as that. Or though I would like it to stop, I'm not comfortable with contacting him, so I try and endure it instead.
I'm going to let you answer this one because I
Um,
would tell him to turn it up. I would. I mean, that's just me.
Yeah. It's not that I'm not comfortable contacting him. It's just
Right.
I want to let people do their thing, I'll
Right.
endure it. So, I mean, I got a teenager next door, and every once in a while he gets loud, but, I don't tell his parents to tell him to turn it down or anything like that. The best guide to human action is principles. Otherwise, people could justify anything, or values. It's important to be authentic about who you really are.
I hate to say it, but I'm leaning toward principles.
I'm with you on that, and that's the Scottish in me, you know.
Yeah,
it's the principle of the matter. That's the way the Scots are. All right, we're almost there. I feel better about knowing that I have the freedom to change course or careers whenever it suits me, or knowing that I have planned for security and control well into the future.
You know, that has to be the second one.
Are you kidding me again?
No.
Okay. We'll go with that one. That's a good one. Which is more true of you? Someone asks me a question and doesn't give me enough time to think of an answer before they resume talking, or someone asks me a question and doesn't give me enough time to think of an answer before they resume talking, or I ask someone a question and get impatient when they don't match my conversational pace.
Did they know we were both going to be doing this?
Right. So are you fast or slow? It's basically what they're asking.
I do have comprehension problems sometimes. I've dealt with them since I was a young lad.
Gotcha.
So you know where that answer is probably going, but you can pick it. Doesn't matter. We're almost there. We're in the home stretch.
Right.
We've been on here for an hour doing this.
I don't get that impatient with people, so we'll just go with your answer.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. You're shopping for carrots and a grocer offers you some new purple ones. Let's try purple, or orange will be fine, thank you.
Oh, well. Let's try purple.
Yep. How do you feel about multitasking? Are you prone to making mistakes when you multitask? Or do you love zapping back and forth between different projects?
Well, of course, if I have comprehension problems sometimes,
I
would do the top one.
Okay. I can multitask, but I know that I am also prone to my mistakes when I try and do it too much.
Right. Like if I have a train of thought, like on something, and, you know, I get a text or something and I have to read that, or I get a notification on something, it can just throw me off.
Right. So I would rather do things than sit around and analyzing them.
Well, that's a disagree.
You would rather do things, or you'd rather think about doing things?
Oh, I would rather probably do things.
Yeah. All right. Which describes you better? I move at a very fast pace to make sure I don't get bored, or I move at a deliberate pace to make sure I can concentrate? That's the concentration one, right?
Yeah. You know me already, Pam.
All right, we're done. We are Albert Speer. We are introverted, more of a dreamer. We're more cool-headed. We're right in the middle of focused and flexible, and right in the middle of brooding and carefree. So
that's up.
He was the minister of armaments in Nazi Germany.
Oh, lovely.
Right? One seldom recognizes the devil when he is putting his hand on your shoulder. So,
wow, that's so strange.
Albert Speer was a German architect who served as the Third Reich's Minister of Armaments and War Production for part of World War II. Speer became a member of the Nazi Party in 1931. His impressive architectural skills won him entry into Hitler's inner circle. He designed stadiums for the Nazi Party rallies. In 1942, he was appointed to the war production cabinet position. Despite constant Allied bombings, German war production continued to increase while he was in charge. In 1946, he was tried at Nuremberg and was apologetic for his crimes. He's the one that was the turncoat at the Nuremberg trials. That's why I know his name. In 1946, he was tried at Nuremberg. Oh, I said that. He was sentenced to 20 years, mainly due for his use of forced labor for production. He served most of his sentence in Spandau prison and spent his remaining years living in relative obscurity in Western Germany. He published 3 books about his experiences with the Third Reich and died in 1981 of natural causes. But yeah, he's the one who turned against the Nazis at the Nuremberg trials.
Well, it was either that or he was going to hang.
Well, yeah.
I wonder if he ended up in the United States after that.
No, he remained in West Germany after the war. So
I started thinking of Operation Paperclip for some reason.
Yeah. So yeah, that was all there. That was Werner von Braun and those guys who got us into space. So yeah.
Yeah, survival, definitely.
Freaking Nazis. Samantha P says, I'm going to take this and see what I get. Cool. Yep. So yeah. Shaman says, I need more 3s on these. So that was fun. That was Samantha P says, I love the purple carrots. So,
I wonder if we'd have went Albert Einstein.
Yeah, would it have made a difference?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But that was fun. Yeah, thank you.
That was awesome.
I was starting to get feeling back in my face again. So Survival says that was interesting. Oh yeah, a live with the 16 personalities. Now that would be a good one. There's a guy who has a great channel. Let me pull him up. He's absolutely hilarious. He does like the 16 personalities, choosing college majors and stuff like that. What was his one today? Oh, come on. I want to find his name. Where was he? Oh, let me just search for him. 16 personalities. There we go. Frank James. If anybody wants to check that out, he's hilarious. So yeah, 16 personalities dealing with a difficult person. No, I didn't want to do that. 16 personalities in love. That was hilarious. And yeah, I know I'm an introvert, and I used to be a perceiver, but now I'm more of a thinker, and I'm borderline introvert extrovert. I'm more introverted now than I used to be. So Survival said that was interesting. Shaman said it did make us think. I enjoyed it. Good. Glad you did.
Awesome.
Thanks for coming up, Jason.
Yeah, I've got to get to the store. Thanks for everyone in the chat listening, and thank you for having me on.
Yeah,
you're the first one.
Yeah. So welcome. I got to pop your cherry for you.
Yes, you did, Mama. Yes, you did.
Oh, fun times. All right.
If I don't see any of you all in the chat or Pam before Friday, have a Merry Christmas.
Yes, you too. So I'll be here until Christmas. And don't forget on the 28th, we've got Lawrence's birthday live.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna do a live stream for his birthday.
Yeah, I'll definitely be here for that.
Awesome. All right, sir.
All right, take care, guys.
See y'all later. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Yeah, that was Jason Wilson. Yeah, I'm glad we got to do that tonight. I don't know who's up next on live. Let me see real quick, because we did run over by 15 minutes, but that's all right. That's all right. And yeah, it doesn't look like anybody else is live right now, but thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. I didn't want to do anything serious today because of the wisdom tooth fund, but yeah, I will see you all tomorrow at the same time, and I'll have a theme for that one. So y'all take care. Bye.